Warm welcome to all participants. Myself RONAK GANDHI, Assistant Professor Mechanical Engineering Department and Head Entrepreneurship Development Cell, ITM Vocational University, Vadodara. First of all, I would like to thank International Institute of Organised Research, India, in association with Green ThinkerZ Center for Modern Construction, Western Sydney University, Australia, and Sustainable Cosmos for inviting me as a keynote speaker for 12th International Conference on Interdisciplinary Research for Sustainable Development, which is going to held virtually on 25th December 2023. The theme of this conference is Sustainable Development Goal, focusing on very important aspect, that is quality education. Before starting our discussion, let us think as a student. Do they gain more from class by sitting passively in their seat for 45 minutes or 1 hour lectures? There will always be mixed answer. Very few students will be able to concentrate or pay attention to the teacher completely during the whole lecture. Hence, teacher must learn and work hard to create new learning environment in the competitive world. The biggest challenge any teacher faces is capturing the student attendance and putting across the ideas in such a way that it stays with them long even after they have left the classroom. For this to happen, classroom experience should be redefined and innovative ideas that make teaching learning method more effectively should be implemented. For any teacher, innovative teaching strategies start with growth mindset. Initially, teachers should find the room for improvement. They should invest their valuable time in researching and thinking of better strategy to teach our students rather than adapting the normal existing method. The purpose of the education is not only teaching the textbook and make students understand, but also add innovative thinking, create creative environment and self-sufficiency. That's why all institutes must include innovative method that impart good knowledge. Use of innovative method in education institute has potential not only to improve the education but also to empower people, strengthen the governance and galvanize the effort to achieve human development goal for the country. Thus, the purpose of such conference is suggesting useful innovative strategy which could easily impart the knowledge to the student. Today we will be discussing about few innovative teaching strategies that will help us to achieve better student outcome. This strategy will often focus on student engagement. After all, student engagement is most important. As if the students are actively engaged in their learning, are less likely to be absent from the class and most likely to succeed academically. It is important to take student-centric approach to all the matters. Now, first matter is flip the classroom matter. In the flip the classroom matter, student will review the lecture material at home and work on the project and assignment in the classroom. Student in the flipped classroom will complete the coursework typically sent home as a homework in the class. The flipped classroom will provide a greater space for peer collaboration with another student or group of the student. Now the next method which we are going to discuss today is personalized learning method. In personalized learning method, at the what, when, how we are teaching each student. Instead of selecting single method or strategy to teach the whole class, teacher must adapt based on the strength of each student to help them succeed. The personalized learning experience is how any teacher experience different online tool to set their own experience. Personalized learning provide cater learning experience and method that are optimized for individual student. Though this individualized learning journey are different for each student, the end goal is subject mastery or meeting standard for their grade level. So teacher can think of this as different path leading to the at same phase. Now the next is project-based learning method. Project-based learning method is most effective method that help the student to drive their own learning journey. In project-based learning method, student will identify real-world problem, then develop a solution. Project-based learning method will rely on developing key skill sets such as research skill, critical thinking, problem solving skill, and most likely it is a active method of learning. Now next method is inquiry based learning method. In inquiry based learning method, it will help us to develop thinking as well as problem solving skill. Instead of driving the class through lecture style format, the teacher will pose the questions, scenarios and problems. Students then research this topic individually or in a group to formulate their answer. They can present their finding and support evidence to the class along with the other students. Students are then able to further develop the answer by listening to what other students have found as well as identifying the areas that require more attention and detail. Now the next method is jigsaw method. Jigsaw method is another active learning method which will introduce the opportunity for the student to teach other students. Explaining something to someone is often considered to be best way to truly understand it. With Jigsaw, students are divided into groups and given different pieces of information. Students in each group are then tasked with learning the information enough to be able to explain it to someone else. Students are then assigned to different groups where they can explain the information to other members present in the group. They will complete this process until each group member will understand the complete concept and complete their puzzle. Now the next method which we'll be discussing is open-ended question. Ask open-ended question. Students especially become successful only when they ask the open-ended question. Students, especially the successful students, may rely too heavily on textbook and question and answer. They may develop over the time the tendency to think whether the question or answers are right or wrong. But most of the questions don't have right or wrong answer. In today's world, students need to learn to communicate and collaborate. By asking open-ended questions, teacher will encourage vibrant in the classroom conversation. Students can piece together different information learned or experience in their life to stitch together. This can encourage the student to not only find their voice but express themselves as well. Now the next method is peer teaching. As we discussed in the Jigsaw, students exhibit mastery when they explain or teach others. Here the student will choose an area of interest within the scope of the study being taught. Provide them with the opportunity to identify, independently research their topic and create a presentation on it. Set them aside class time to present whole class to teach their peer about their topic. With peer teaching, students will learn the skills such as independent study, presentation skill, confidence, etc. Now the next method is blended learning. Blended learning is nothing but it is the combination of physical and online learning. Now most important thing about the blended learning is that it will cover traditional classroom experience as well as utilization of online tool and learning opportunity. Now still the technology is very important in the blended learning for the student in today's competitive world. Flexibility of the learning, this blended method is that it enables the student to have more control over the learning method. Perhaps they will watch the online lecture at home and engage in peer group for collaborative activities, or maybe they will prefer to join lecture based virtual classroom and do their homework independently. Next method is feedback method. Feedback is most important. Students need to learn how to offer constructive feedback as well as accept the feedback. Provide the student with mechanism for providing the feedback. In virtual classroom, feedback tools like polling, emojis are great way for the quick feedback cycle. Teacher can even challenge or ask the student to expand upon their feedback, then ask other students with opposing opinion to discuss why they think differently. Now the next method is active learning method. Active learning method encourages the student to contribute, discuss, participate, investigate and create. Active learning challenges students by questioning them, requiring problem solving and critical thinking. Most importantly, active learning method require them to be active in the classroom. Students that participate in the learning are more likely to succeed in their classes. Hope all this discussed innovative technique help all teachers to improve student engagement and improve the academic outcome in the classroom. Lastly, I would like to congratulate all selected paper authors for participating in the conference, and I wish them all the best for brighter future and looking forward same active participation in upcoming conference organized by I2OR.